Welcome to our channel HD Rare Coin 111, your go-to spot for uncovering the incredible world of rare US coins. If you've ever wondered if your old pennies, nickels, or dimes are worth more than face value, you're about to find out. In today's video, we'll be exploring some truly rare coins and their shocking values. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. So let's jump in. Top 1. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel is one of the most fascinating coins in American history, carrying with it a unique blend of historical significance, design intricacies, and collector intrigue. While it may seem like just another 5-cent coin at first glance, certain rare varieties and high-grade specimens have made their way into the numismatic world, fetching astonishing prices. In fact, some of the rarest 1964 Jefferson Nickels have reached a jaw-dropping value of $135,000 at auctions. But what makes this particular coin so special? To understand the importance of the 1964 Jefferson Nickel, we must first step back and look at the era in which it was minted. The year 1964 was a turning point in American coinage history. The nation was undergoing economic changes, and silver was about to disappear from circulating dimes and quarters due to rising metal prices. While nickels were not affected by the silver crisis, since they were composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, there was a massive demand for small change in the economy, leading to a surge in nickel production. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel was the last of its kind to feature a mint mark before a temporary halt on mint marks in 1965. This decision was made in an effort to discourage coin hoarding, as collectors had started removing coins from circulation in anticipation of design and composition changes. This led to an unusually high mintage for the 1964 Jefferson Nickel, as the U.S. Mint sought to flood the economy with enough coins to satisfy public demand. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson Nickel had been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Schlag's design features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with the word Liberty inscribed to the right and the year of issue just below it. The reverse of the coin showcases Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, along with the denomination 5 cents and the country's name, United States of America. Despite its simple and elegant design, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel has become one of the most sought-after dates in the entire series, not because of its high mintage, but due to the rare varieties and era coins that have surfaced over time. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel was struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with the latter bearing a small D mint mark to the right of Monticello on the reverse. However, one of the most intriguing aspects of this coin is the existence of the elusive 1964 Special Mint Set, SMS, nickels, which are among the rarest and most valuable Jefferson nickels ever discovered. The origin of the 1964 SMS nickels remains somewhat of a mystery. Unlike regular circulation strike nickels, these coins exhibit a unique satin-like finish, with sharper details and squared-off edges. It is believed that they were produced in very limited quantities, possibly as experimental pieces or for a special government presentation. Only a handful of these SMS nickels have been found, making them extraordinarily valuable to collectors. One such 1964 SMS Jefferson nickel in pristine condition has sold for over $135,000, making it one of the most expensive nickels in existence. The defining characteristics of these SMS nickels include a deep, mirror-like surface with minimal imperfections, strong strikes with clear details, and a distinct lack of contact marks commonly found on circulation strike nickels. Another major factor that contributes to the value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel is its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect specimen with no visible imperfections even under magnification. While millions of 1964 nickels were minted, finding one in a high mint state, MS, grade is incredibly difficult. Most nickels from this era show signs of heavy circulation, including scratches, nicks, and weak strikes. However, a select few have been preserved in nearly flawless condition, commanding thousands of dollars at auction. For example, A 1964 Jefferson nickel graded MS-67 Plus by a reputable grading service can easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars, while an MS-68 specimen could be worth a small fortune. In addition to the SMS Nickels, another rare variety that has drawn the attention of collectors is the 1964 D/D, D/D, repunched mintmark variety. This occurs when the D mintmark was stamped onto the coin twice, slightly misaligned, creating a doubled appearance. Coins featuring this variety are highly collectible, as they provide a unique glimpse into the minting process and the errors that can occur during production. Error coins are another exciting aspect of the 1964 Jefferson nickel, with several notable examples commanding premium prices in the market. One of the most desirable errors is the full steps designation, which refers to the clarity and completeness of Monticello's steps on the reverse of the coin. Because of the way nickels were struck in 1964, most suffered from weak strikes, resulting in poorly defined steps. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with fully defined steps is a rarity, and collectors are willing to pay significant amounts for such specimens. A full steps 1964 nickel in high grade can easily surpass the five-figure mark at auction. Another error that has been found on 1964 nickels is the missing clad layer. While this is more common on later dated nickels, some 1964 specimens have been discovered with one side missing its outer layer, revealing the inner copper core. These errors are highly sought after and can add substantial value to an otherwise ordinary nickel. For those looking to collect the 1964 Jefferson nickel, there are several key strategies to keep in mind. First and foremost, examining rolls of nickels from banks can still yield hidden gems, including high-grade examples or even error coins. While the chances of finding a rare SMS nickel in circulation are virtually non-existent, it is always possible to discover well-preserved specimens that could be worth much more than face value. For serious collectors, purchasing professionally graded coins from reputable grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, is the best way to ensure authenticity and value. Coins that have been graded and encapsulated by these services provide peace of mind and make it easier to sell or trade them in the future. The legacy of the 1964 Jefferson nickel extends far beyond its face value. It represents a pivotal moment in American coinage history, marking the end of an era before the Mint implemented major changes to discourage hoarding and improve production efficiency. Its rare varieties, stunning SMS specimens, and valuable errors make it one of the most intriguing coins for collectors to pursue. The journey of the 1964 Jefferson nickel is one of mystery, excitement, and unexpected fortune. While most of these coins remain common in everyday change, the rarest examples have skyrocketed in value, proving that even a humble 5-cent piece can be a hidden treasure. With prices reaching as high as $135,000, the 1964 Jefferson nickel is a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics and the thrill of discovering something truly extraordinary. So, the next time you come across a 1964 nickel, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Top 2. The 1984 Jefferson nickel is a coin that many people overlook in their everyday change, but for collectors and numismatists, it holds a special place in history. While millions of these nickels were minted and circulated across the United States, there are certain rare varieties and pristine specimens that have gained tremendous value over time. Some of the rarest 1984 Jefferson nickels have been sold for astonishing prices, reaching up to $74,500 at auctions. But what makes this coin so valuable? What should collectors be looking for? To understand the full story of the 1984 Jefferson nickel, we must take a deep dive into its history, design, minting details, and the factors that have contributed to its increasing value. The 1980s were an interesting period for American coinage. The United States Mint was producing coins in large numbers, meeting the demands of a growing economy. While silver had long been removed from circulating dimes, quarters, and half dollars, the 5-cent nickel remained unchanged in composition. The 1984 Jefferson nickel was struck in the same alloy as it had been since 1938, featuring 75% copper and 25% nickel. Despite being a common coin in circulation, there are many aspects of the 1984 nickel that make it highly desirable to collectors today. The Jefferson Nickels series was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was meant to honor one of America's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. On the obverse of the coin, Jefferson's left-facing portrait is displayed prominently, with the word Liberty to his right and the year of minting, 1984, just below. The design has remained relatively unchanged over the years, except for minor modifications in detail and strike quality. The reverse of the coin features a detailed engraving of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. The words, E pluribus unum, are inscribed above the building, while Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America are positioned below. While this design is familiar to most Americans, collectors are always searching for special characteristics that set certain coins apart. The 1984 Jefferson nickel was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver mint facilities struck hundreds of millions of these nickels for general circulation, but the San Francisco Mint produced a much smaller number of proof coins specifically for collectors. One of the key factors that can make a 1984 Jefferson nickel valuable is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin with no visible imperfections even under magnification. While the vast majority of 1984 nickels have been heavily circulated, some pristine examples have been preserved in high grades. A 1984 Jefferson nickel graded MS67 or higher is extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay significant premiums for these top-tier specimens. One of the most exciting discoveries in the world of numismatics is the existence of error coins. The 1984 Jefferson nickel has several notable error varieties that have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous errors found on 1984 nickels is the doubled die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice in slightly different positions, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering or Jefferson's portrait. A strong doubled die example can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on its grade and overall eye appeal. Another important error to look for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a coin that is missing part of its design. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin tends to be. Some off-center 1984 nickels with at least 50% of the design missing and a visible date can sell for hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. One of the rarest and most valuable varieties of the 1984 Jefferson nickel is the full steps designation. This refers to the steps of Monticello on the reverse of the coin. Because of the way nickels were struck, many coins show weak or incomplete steps, making it difficult to find one with sharp, full steps. A 1984 Jefferson nickel that displays 5 or 6 full, unbroken steps can command a premium, especially in high grades. In addition to errors in strike quality, the presence of repunched mint marks can also increase a coin's value. A repunched mint mark, RPM, occurs when the mint mark was struck more than once, leading to a slightly shifted or overlapping appearance. While minor RPM varieties may not be as valuable as major errors, they are still collected by those who specialize in Jefferson nickels. For those who are looking to add a valuable 1984 Jefferson nickel to their collection, there are a few key strategies to keep in mind. One of the best ways to find rare coins is by searching through bank rolls. While it may be rare to come across a high-grade example in circulation today, it is still possible to find overlooked gems hiding in rolls of nickels. Another option is to purchase coins from reputable dealers or online auctions. When buying rare coins, it is always best to look for those that have been graded and authenticated by professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These services provide an official grade and encapsulate the coin in a tamper-proof holder, ensuring its authenticity. The legacy of the 1984 Jefferson nickel goes beyond its face value. While millions of these coins were produced, only a small fraction have survived in pristine condition. The combination of rare varieties, striking errors, and high-grade specimens has made this seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin a hidden treasure for collectors. As time goes on, the value of rare 1984 Jefferson Nickels is expected to increase. With the discovery of more errors and the growing interest in numismatics, collectors will continue to seek out the best examples available. The thrill of finding a rare coin in circulation or acquiring a high-grade specimen at auction is what drives many enthusiasts to continue their search. And now, for the big reveal. While most 1984 Jefferson Nickels are worth only their face value, the rarest and highest graded examples have sold for truly incredible amounts. One such pristine specimen, graded MS-68 with full steps, fetched an astonishing $74,500 at auction, making it one of the most valuable Jefferson Nickels ever sold. This proves that even the most ordinary-looking coins can turn out to be valuable treasures. The next time you come across a 1984 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden fortune in your hands. Top 3. The 1977 Jefferson nickel is one of those coins that often goes unnoticed in everyday transactions, yet it holds remarkable value in the world of numismatics. While the majority of these coins are worth only their face value, a select few have become hidden treasures, commanding impressive sums at auctions. In some cases, a pristine 1977 Jefferson nickel has been valued as high as $85,000, an astonishing figure for a 5-cent coin. But what makes this coin so special? Why are collectors willing to pay such extraordinary amounts for certain specimens? To truly understand the value of the 1977 Jefferson nickel, we must explore its historical context, design, minting details, collector appeal, and the rare characteristics that make it a prized possession among numismatists. The 1970s were a fascinating time for American coinage. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins annually to meet the demands of an expanding economy. Inflation was on the rise, and the price of metals fluctuated, leading to significant changes in the production of coins. Despite these economic challenges, the 5-cent nickel remained unchanged in its composition, continuing to be struck with the familiar 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy. Unlike other denominations that had undergone major design alterations over the years, the Jefferson nickel remained relatively consistent since its debut in 1938. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced as a replacement for the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was meant to pay tribute to one of America's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. The obverse of the 1977 nickel features Jefferson's left-facing portrait, with the word, Liberty, inscribed to his right and the year, 1977, positioned below. This design remained largely unchanged for decades, preserving the legacy of one of America's most influential figures. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. The architectural details of Monticello are beautifully captured, with the words, E pluribus unum, above the building and Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America, inscribed below. While millions of these coins were produced, certain rare varieties and errors have made specific specimens highly desirable to collectors. The 1977 Jefferson nickel was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mintmark; Denver, D mintmark; and San Francisco, S mintmark for proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of these nickels for everyday circulation, while the San Francisco mint struck a much smaller quantity of proof coins intended for collectors. One of the key factors that influence a coin's value is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, perfect specimen. While most 1977 Jefferson nickels have been in circulation for decades and exhibit wear, a small number have survived in exceptionally high grades. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are considered extremely rare and can fetch substantial sums at auction. In the world of numismatics, error coins are among the most sought-after treasures. The 1977 Jefferson nickel has several notable error varieties that have captivated collectors. One of the most famous errors found on 1977 nickels is the double die obverse (DDO). This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice in slightly different positions, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on Jefferson's portrait or the inscriptions. A strong double die example can be worth thousands of dollars, particularly in high grades. Another important error to look for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be misaligned or partially missing. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin tends to be. Some off-center 1977 Jefferson nickels with at least 50% of the design missing and a visible date can sell for thousands of dollars. Perhaps the most desirable feature in a 1977 Jefferson nickel is the full steps designation. The steps of Monticello on the reverse are one of the most difficult areas to strike cleanly due to the minting process. Many nickels have weakly defined or incomplete steps, making it rare to find one with 5 or 6 fully visible steps. A 1977 Jefferson nickel that exhibits full steps and is in high-grade condition can be worth a significant premium. In addition to errors and strike quality, repunched mint marks, RPMs, are another factor that can increase a coin's value. A repunched mint mark occurs when the mint mark was struck more than once, leading to a slightly overlapping or doubled appearance. While minor RPM varieties may not be as valuable as major errors, they are still collected and highly sought after by Jefferson nickel specialists. For those looking to find a valuable 1977 Jefferson nickel, there are several strategies to consider. One of the most exciting methods is searching through bank rolls. While most circulated nickels have been heavily worn, it is still possible to come across an overlooked gem. Searching through bank rolls offers the thrill of discovering a rare variety or a high-grade specimen in the wild. Another way to acquire rare 1977 Jefferson nickels is by purchasing them from reputable dealers or online auctions. When buying valuable coins, it is always best to look for those that have been graded and authenticated by professional services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These grading companies provide an official certification, ensuring the coin's authenticity and condition. The 1977 Jefferson nickel is a coin that continues to captivate collectors. While it may seem like an ordinary 5-cent piece to the untrained eye, those who understand its history and rarity know that certain specimens can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. The combination of rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade examples has made this seemingly common coin a hidden treasure. As time passes, the value of rare 1977 Jefferson nickels is expected to rise. With an increasing number of collectors entering the market and the growing appreciation for numismatic rarities, demand for high-quality examples will continue to grow. The excitement of discovering a rare coin in circulation or acquiring a premium specimen at auction is what drives collectors to keep searching. And now, for the grand reveal. While most 1977 Jefferson nickels are worth only their face value, the rarest and highest graded examples have commanded jaw-dropping prices. One such pristine specimen, graded MS-68 with full steps, was sold for an incredible $85,000 at auction, making it one of the most valuable Jefferson nickels ever recorded. This astonishing sale proves that even a simple 5-cent coin can turn into a life-changing fortune. So the next time you come across a 1977 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Top 4. The 1990 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another 5-cent coin in circulation, but for dedicated numismatists and collectors, it holds the potential to be a hidden treasure. While the vast majority of these nickels remain common, a few extraordinary specimens have surfaced over the years, commanding impressive prices at auctions. Some of the highest graded and rarest varieties of this coin have been valued at an astounding $70,000. But what exactly makes this coin so special? What factors contribute to its immense value? To uncover the full story behind the 1990 Jefferson nickel, we must delve deep into its historical background, design elements, minting details, collector demand, and the unique characteristics that make it one of the most sought-after coins of its kind. The Jefferson Nickels series has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin was intended to honor one of America's most influential founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. Throughout the decades, the design remained largely unchanged, maintaining the iconic portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse. Despite various updates and modifications to the series in later years, the 1990 Jefferson Nickels still carried the classic design that had defined the coin for over 5 decades. The obverse of the 1990 Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, with the word Liberty inscribed to the right, separated from the date, 1990, by a small star. Above Jefferson's head, the national motto, "In God We Trust," is prominently displayed, reinforcing the values on which the United States was founded. This design, though seemingly simple, is filled with intricate details that can be easily overlooked by the untrained eye. On the reverse, Monticello, Jefferson's neoclassical estate, takes center stage. The structure is meticulously detailed, with the words E pluribus unum positioned above it. Below Monticello, the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America confirm the coin's denomination and national identity. One of the key factors in determining the value of a 1990 Jefferson nickel is the clarity of these design elements, particularly the steps of Monticello, which are notoriously difficult to strike perfectly. The 1990 Jefferson nickel was minted at 3 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Used for proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of these nickels for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint struck a smaller number of proof coins exclusively for collectors. In total, hundreds of millions of 1990 Jefferson nickels were minted, making them relatively common. However, rarity is not just about the number of coins produced, it's about how many survived in pristine condition. For coin collectors, condition is everything. The Sheldon coin grading scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, is used to determine the quality of a coin. While most 1990 Jefferson nickels found in circulation exhibit heavy wear and scratches, a few exceptional examples have been preserved in high grades. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are incredibly rare and can command significant premiums at auction. The highest known grades for this coin, especially those designated with full steps, are the ones that attract the most attention from serious collectors. A key feature that can significantly increase the value of a 1990 Jefferson nickel is the full steps designation. The steps of Monticello on the reverse are one of the most challenging details for the U.S. Mint to strike clearly. Due to the nature of the minting process, many nickels have weak or incomplete step details. A full steps coin, which displays 5 or 6 distinct and uninterrupted steps, is considered a rarity. Finding a 1990 Jefferson nickel in high grade with full steps is like discovering a hidden gem, and collectors are willing to pay thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars for such specimens. Another factor that can greatly enhance the value of a 1990 Jefferson nickel is the presence of minting errors. Some of the most sought-after errors include the double die obverse, DDO, where certain design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Strong double die examples, especially in high grades, can fetch thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes are another type of error that can increase the value of a coin. This occurs when the blank planchet is not properly aligned with the die, causing the design to be imprinted off-center. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin tends to be, particularly if the date remains fully visible. Repunched mint marks, RPMs, are another interesting variety to look for. In earlier years, mint marks were hand-punched onto the dies, sometimes resulting in overlapping or misaligned marks. While not as dramatic as some other errors, repunched mint marks are still highly desirable among Jefferson nickel enthusiasts. For those hoping to find a valuable 1990 Jefferson nickel, there are several ways to go about it. One exciting method is searching through bank rolls. While most circulated nickels show wear, there is always the possibility of discovering a high-grade example or an overlooked error coin. Searching bank rolls is a thrilling and cost-effective way to hunt for hidden treasures. Another option is purchasing graded coins from reputable dealers or auction houses. When buying valuable coins, it is crucial to ensure they have been certified by professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These companies authenticate and grade coins, providing collectors with confidence in their purchases. The market for Jefferson Nickels continues to grow, with collectors constantly seeking out the rarest and highest graded specimens. Over the years, prices for premium 1990 Jefferson Nickels have steadily increased, and as more people become interested in numismatics, demand for these rare coins is expected to rise. Now, for the moment everyone has been waiting for, the grand reveal. While the majority of 1990 Jefferson Nickels are only worth their face value, certain high-grade and rarer varieties have reached extraordinary prices. One particular specimen, graded MS-68 with full steps, was sold at auction for an astonishing $70,000, making it one of the most valuable Jefferson Nickels ever recorded. This incredible valuation serves as a reminder that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can hold incredible worth. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the thrill of discovering a valuable coin is an experience like no other. So the next time you come across a 1990 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden fortune.